Good evening, Rabotai. I want to remind everybody, if you did not sell your chametz already, you must sell your chametz and fill up the form. Fill the form and give it to the Rabbi Zino, or fill up the form online. And do not wait for last minute, Rabotai. Remind yourself and your family members, do not wait for last minute. You give a lot of stress that could be easily avoided. Do not wait for last minute. Do it as soon as possible. Gemara Masechet Menachot Daf Lamed Vav says that a person, when he wears the tefillin, he makes a bracha of le'aniach tefillin. So the Gemara says, but if you speak, you make two brachot. You make another bracha on Shel Rosh, the bracha of al mitzvat tefillin. Now, the Gemara says only if you speak. If you don't speak, so you only make one bracha. But then we learn that even if you don't speak, you say two brachot. So the Gemara says that no. The Gemara says that only if you speak, you say one bracha, and only if you don't speak, you say one bracha. If you speak, you say two brachot. Rashi says this is the conclusion how you learn that if you don't speak between the hand and the het tefillin, you only say one bracha, le'aniach tefillin, and then you make it tight. You have to make sure to make the bracha before you make it tight. If you make it tight already to your arm, you already made the mitzvah. So you cannot just say the bracha once you start the mitzvah. You have to say it before you start the mitzvah. So therefore, when it's loose, you say the bracha, then you make it tight. And if you didn't speak, then you go and you don't say any brachot, and you put the tefillin shel rosh. If a person spoke after he tied the hand tefillin, and he spoke, Shulchan Aruch says it's asur to speak, even if to say amen, or even to say yesh merabah, or even to say amen to somebody's bracha. Even dvarim shekdusha, you're not allowed to say anything. If a person did, he made a mistake and he spoke, then he has to say al mitzvat tefillin and put the tefillin shel rosh. That's how Rashi and the Rambam learn. The Rambam and Perek Dalet. But Rashi, the Tosafot and the Masechet Menachot, he learns differently. He says, no, if you don't speak, you say one bracha, that's on Shel Rosh. If you speak, you say two brachot on the Shel Rosh. What does that mean? He says, according to Tosafot, you always say two brachot. Le'aniach tefillin, and when you put the head, you say al mitzvat tefillin. If you speak between the hand tefillin and the head tefillin, you have to say two brachot and Shel Rosh. You have to say le'aniach tefillin and al mitzvat tefillin. So according to the Safot, that's Minhaj Ashkenaz. The Ramah and Siman Chafei says like the Minhaj Ashkenaz is to say always two brachot, one on the hand tefillin and one on the head tefillin. But interestingly, the Ramah says many opinions say you should say Baruch Shem after you say al mitzvat tefillin, because maybe according to some opinions it's a bracha levatala. So they say Baruch Shem. But according to Sfaradim, the halacha is you always say one bracha, le'aniach tefillin, that's it. Only if a Hasif Shalom, a person spoke, which he's not supposed to. If he spoke, then he'll say a second bracha on the tefillin shel rosh. A person has to be careful and pay attention to minhag. The Darkei Moshe brings the Zohar, the Zohar says you should put tefillin shel yad sitting, and the het tefillin should put standing. And Shulchan Aruch says the same way that we put it on is the same way we take it off. So according to Sfaradim, the minhag is that you put on tefillin shel yad sitting. You put tefillin shel rosh standing. How do you take off shel rosh? You take off shel rosh standing. You take off tefillin shel yad sitting also. So a person has to pay attention that this is halachas Sfaradim Ashkenazim. Ramah says the minhag is to do both standing. They both put tefillin shel yad standing and tefillin shel rosh standing, and they take it off the same way. But minhag Sfaradim is to stand shel rosh and to sit tefillin shel yad, both for putting and for taking off. Also, that's interesting. A person has to make sure to not make a sick when he makes a bracha, not to make an interruption. Sometimes people take tefillin shel rosh, they kiss it and they put it on the head. A person has to avoid this. He should try not to be involved with other things. Just be involved with the mitzvah. If you want to kiss the tefillin, usually you kiss them goodbye. Kiss them goodbye. When you take it off, kiss them, put them in a box. But after you make tefillin tefillin, you shouldn't kiss the tefillin shel rosh and put it on the head. You should not kiss it. You'll kiss it afterwards when you go and put it away. There's a nice story. The Magid Mikoznitz Alav Hashem used to say in the month of Nisan, it's Gula for Parnasah. So he said one of them was the monkey story with the gold coins inside the stomach. We'll say another story the Magid Mikoznitz said. So the Magid Mikoznitz said there was a Jew who was before Pesach, he needed money. He didn't know what to do, how to buy things for the holidays. So the king, we lost the ring. And he said, I'll pay a salary. Whoever wants to take upon themselves to find my ring, I'll give you some money every month, every day, if you go and look for my ring. So his wife said, listen, you don't have any job, you don't have any way to make money, go work for the king, go look for his ring. So he started getting a salary, he was looking for the king's ring. So one of the governors, one of the people who worked for the king, he was anti-Semite. So he said, King, you think this Jew is going to help you? He just wants free money. He took a salary and he's not busy looking for your ring. Come, I'll show you what he's doing with your money. He says, really? I want to see. What did he wait? He waited till Pesach. He waited till Pesach to show him how he has a nice table and he's going to sit, enjoy himself. So he brings the king to go into the Jew's house. Look in the window, king. Look what he's doing with your money. He sees a beautiful table, a lot of people around the table. He says, wow, it looks bad. Look, you're right. But the king says, you know what? I want to give him benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's interrogating these people. Maybe he's asking them where the ring is. Maybe he's doing my job. So then he said to him, how could it be? Let's listen to what they say. What part of the set they were up to? They were up to Dayenu. So he was saying, Ilu Tzianu Mitzrayim, V'natnu et Torah, Dayenu. He kept saying Psukim, and they kept saying Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu. And what was this guy's name? The anti-Semite was Dayenu. His name was Dayenu. So the king understood. Look, they keep saying Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu. The king says, you know what? Open your pockets. I want to see what you have. He opens his pockets. He sees he has the ring. So therefore, you see that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, through the mitzvot, we think we need to do with our hands. And Hashem says, don't worry, do the Torah and the mitzvot, and I myself will do for you. Baruch Hu Amen.